YouTubers? Rich here from 2RC Productions. And those of you who have been on Google Plus know that I've been posting pictures of Willie. We got our buddy Willie here. And this is in memory of Just Me. Dave of Just Me was his Google Plus name. And he started these Willie Adventures a while back. And he suddenly had passed away unexpected, and Matt Phillips, who was very tight with Dave, I guess talked to the family, and they wanted to see the Willie Adventures live on. So the story with Willie now is he is traveling around the world, going from person to person to person, and spending 2 or 3, 4 weeks with different people from all around the world. So it's my turn. Thanks a lot, Matt. Matt Phillips, Tamaya Hot Shots. Those of you who aren't familiar with Matt, check out his channel. He also has a community, Tamaya Hot Shots. And thanks a lot, man, for thinking of me, man, and asking if I wanted to be involved, because Willie, we've been having a real good time. You see him there, he's hanging out with Kumi and the Kumaman DTO2 buggy. Been having a real blast. So we're going to get on to the unboxing next, get set up here and show you what I got. What's up, YouTubers? Rich from 2RC Productions here. Got a little unboxing, and it's kind of not an unboxing because it's already open, but picked up a Tactic TTX 300 2.4 gigahertz radio. This is a fairly new style, not extremely new. It might be a year or so old, maybe a little bit older. But I saw the radio come out. You know, let me give you a shot of some of the old Tactic radios, like the basic radios that came with like the Duratrax. I got a few Duratrax cars, and these, oh boy, dropping stuff over here. This radio came with the Duratrax Evader EXT series, and this is about as chintzy as it gets, 27 megahertz. So anyway, Tactic, you know, they've been in ready to runs for some time, but this is pretty cheesy at best. So I heard Tactic had a new radio coming out, and it was a 2.4 gigahertz. I was interested, and I checked it out, and I thought the styling was really unique. It was something different. I like that when people come out with different radios, so it's not exactly the same as every other radio. You know, they're striving to make changes, ergonomic changes, so they're more comfortable in the hand, more features, getting the price down for basic radios. I mean, when I bought my first radio, my Futaba radio back in '86, it was like 75 bucks or something back then. So the fact that you can buy a 2.4 gigahertz pistol grip radio like this for $49.99 is pretty impressive. Still not as impressive as the Iconic radio that I bought, which I'll show you that real quick. If you haven't seen my other video. The Iconic 4-channel ET4, 10 model memory, adjustable wheel, adjustable spring tension. I mean, this thing is just phenomenal. It feels like this was $54.99, and the radio seems like it should, you know, it's a $100 or $200 radio. But this Tactic, what sent me over the top was my buddy Bobby B at East Coast RC. He had bought this radio, and he was using it, and he was raving about it. You know, how awesome it worked, and he loved it. And it's a 3-channel radio, which is cool. For $49.99, a 3-channel radio with this kind of styling is pretty impressive. Takes 4 AA's. It's got a, I mean, really, really cool look. It's got a cool feel. It's got all the adjustments. You got your dual rate steering, throttle trim, steering trim. It's got your 3-channel on and off. It's got your servo reversing, your power on off switch. Nice styling, comfortable in the hands, lightweight. The only thing that I don't particularly care for it right off the bat is the spring tension in the wheel is a little bit stiff for me. And I'm sure over time it'll wear in, it'll free up. But this is the Tactic TTX 300 radio. Comes with the little 3-channel receiver. Everybody's using these little tiny 3-channel receivers now, which is fine. I don't care how small they are as long as they work and they hold up. So just wanted to give a quick unboxing overview of the Tactic TTX 300 2.4 gigahertz radio. And we're going to be using this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on my lunchbox, because the lunchbox is without a radio right now, or if I'm going to use it for the new Unimog. I am going to be buying another one of these Iconics. This is Grace's. I'm going to be buying one of these and then load up on receivers, but I had to try this tactic. Those of you who have not checked out Bobby B's channel, check his channel out. I am giving him a nickname on my channel, and I am nicknaming him the Monster Truck Madman, because he is the monster truck master. You want to check out some cool videos with some old school looking monster trucks and, you know, modern modifications, but the old school look and feel, check out Bobby B's channel. Awesome dude. So, alright YouTubers, we're back, and we got a new RC in the collection. And this is one that I have been wanting for some time. This is a car that I've been or a truck that I've been looking at since they had the Nitro Wheelie King, which is, they haven't made that in some time. And then I always looked at the electric one, the Nitro one, went back and forth, and it was the first generation. It was a lot different than this one. And then they came out with this one, which is fully waterproof, 2.4 gigahertz radio, completely ready to run, you know, battery, the battery for the car, batteries for the radio. And I'm going to tell you, this is one that has been on my list for a long, long while. I've had this on my list. I've wanted it. It's another durable car. It gets great reviews, this truck. I keep saying car, this truck. Great reviews, very durable. It's the same platform as the Crawler King, same platform. Difference in this one and the Crawler King is the Crawler King has a larger wheelbase. This has a shorter wheelbase. This has a 27 turn motor in it. The Crawler King has a 55 turn. The Crawler King has lock differentials. This does not have lock differentials because the wheelbase is different. The shock positioning is a little different. This has V-tread tires. The Crawler King has crawler tires on it. So they're hot bodies. I forget the name of the tire on that Crawler King, but they're hot bodied crawler tires, real soft compound. These are V-treads. I've never seen a Wheelie King in person. I've never seen one out of the box in person. Never seen one run in person. So this is one that I've wanted for a long time, like I say, and I'm very excited about it to add it to the collection. And now with the recent events, with HPI possibly being bought out by Traxxas, who knows what's going to happen. This design here, this truck has been out for, I want to say, probably 4 or 5 years with this new style. So one of two things I'm guessing is going to happen. It's going to stick around because it's such a durable product, and they still sell. It's fairly reasonably priced. I paid $224 for this one, ready to run, which is a pretty good price for what you get. They'll either keep this around, or they'll get rid of it for something new, or Traxxas will dump it all together if they take them over. So I wanted to get this to make sure that I had it in the collection. So I'm going to break away here, start opening the box, take a look at the contents. All right, I just cut the seam there. So it was factory sealed. Bought this at a local hobby shop. Oh yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut. Get a look at that baby inside there. She's pretty. It's a nice looking body, real nice looking body. It's a lot smaller than the Crawler King. This is a 1/12 scale, and you can tell the body is really small. I mean, it's like the size of the lunchbox body I would compare it to. Small little cab. It's got the big tires on there. Let's see what we got here. Start peeling some of this stuff away. Okay, it's got the new style radio, just like, get this thing ripped open. It's the new style radio like Ryan's Crawler King, which this radio is definitely nothing to look at. The TF11, it's definitely nothing to look at. I mean, it is about as bare bones as it gets. It's a weird style. No rubber grip or nothing plastic. It's got your dual rates. It's got your trim, your on-off, servo reversing, but forward reverse. Very, very basic radio. But again, it works well. Ryan's works really well, and it's actually a comfortable radio. It's just probably the only downside is no rubber grip. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the camera, get this thing out of the box here so we can get a better look at it. Alright, YouTubers. I've been having some serious trouble with my old GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition, and I've been trying to get those problems worked out over the last couple days. So I was doing the unboxing on this the other day, and I kind of left everything where it was at because I wanted to get this in sequence, and I filmed this a couple times, and my GoPro would just randomly shut off in the middle, and I'm trying to get this worked out. I tried a bunch of things last night, and I'm hoping we got it. So I have not ran the HPI Wheelie King yet. It's brand new. I've had it a couple nights now. I have not done anything with it. Everything's been sitting here like when I unboxed it, so I could continue this for you. The only thing I did was I added some stickers to my radio to distinguish it from the Crawler King. I put a little HPI sticker, but other than that, I put batteries. I put the batteries in the controller. Other than that, that's it. So the contents of the package is just like you see it. They give you a little bag with some preload spacers and some hub adapters, a little hardware bag, some extra screws, little half shafts and stuff. Got a 4-way wrench, a couple Allen wrenches, and you get the trusty old plasma 7.2 nickel metal hydride 2000 milliamp HPI battery, which has been working great. And Ryan's Crawler King, he's getting 45 minutes, 50-minute run times on this 2000, and that obviously in this truck probably 7 to 10 minutes if I'm lucky. Comes with the chromium wall charger that you can cut the connector off and throw it out like I usually do, and a bunch of adapters from other countries. You would use these for certain plugs, which I'll never use. And it comes with the instruction manual, which gives you part numbers, exploded views for when you need to tear it down. Everything's in here, so it's great that they do that, because when you're buying it ready to run, you have no idea what to do if you have to take it apart. So the fact that they include this is great. It has a sticker sheet, which I wrapped a couple of those stickers already for my controller. I love the fact that they give you extra stickers to do what you want or use on another model. And they give you the old antenna tube, and it's kind of funny because the body has the hole in it, like an oversized hole for the antenna. It's a humongous hole in the top of it. And it's a 2.4 gigahertz radio, so this antenna is not needed. The antenna, short antenna under the body, more than substantial. You don't need that. I don't know why they put it in there, but that's fine. If we're ever doing a retro build and they want to use an FM radio or a 27 megahertz radio, we could use it. So, getting on to the meat. This is the HPI Wheelie King out of the box. I've wanted this truck for some time, like I said. In my opinion, this is a awesome value. $220, ready to run, 4-wheel drive, major suspension articulation, just like the Crawler King. Oil-filled shocks, which we'll get onto that in a minute. Waterproof, 4-wheel drive, ginormous semi-pneumatic tires. Great looks, HPI durability. This platform has been around for many years, and they revamped it a few years back, probably 4 years ago, but it's been out for like 7 years, the Wheelie King or more. And it's just a proven truck that I had to get before something happens with HPI. Traxxas is buying them out. I don't know what's going to happen with that. That's what I heard anyway. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's the rumors of the week, that Traxxas is buying HPI. Does that mean they're going to phase this model out? I don't know, but I had to get it. I was in a hobby shop the other day looking to get something. I was actually looking at a couple Tamiya kits, and I saw the guy had one of these in there, and I'm like, I've been looking at this truck for so long, I had to grab it. So I paid $224 for it, local hobby shop. You pay a few extra dollars. The guy's got overhead in the store. He's got to pay his employees, and I don't have a problem with that. And I'm very excited about it. It's the same platform as the Crawler King, except it's shorter. The links are shorter. Everything is condensed. Batteries in the back to give it a little more weight to the back so you can do wheelies. Got a built-in wheelie bar. Pretty stiff. Probably have to shoot a little oil in there or loosen them screws up. I don't really see it doing too much other than sliding across the ground. The body is really cool. It's not a licensed body, but it's very cool. It looks, I love the camo paint job. I like the Wheelie King 4x4 on the side. Do I need 4x4 monster truck on the side? Probably not. Everyone knows it is. Do I need 2.4 gigahertz controller on the side? Probably not. Do I need waterproof on there? Probably not. That's kind of silly, but I'll probably take those off. You can see the front. It's just good looking truck. Good looking body. I'm going to take off the body now so you can get a good look at the chassis. And like I said, this is the same chassis as the Crawler King, and obviously this was around way before the Crawler King. So they do have the kits out there to adapt these to a crawler. If you got tired of bashing and you wanted to go to the crawler, you can lengthen the wheelbase, you can throw lockers in the diffs, you can move the battery tray up front, you can throw the 55 turn in there instead of the 27 turn, which comes in it. For those of you who are not familiar with turns, a 27 turn, the lower the turn, the more speed you're going to get. The higher the turn, you're going to get less speed, more torque. So this 55 turn in a crawler is obviously higher than the 27. The 55 turn, torquey, slow speed, low battery draining. You can run a lot longer with a 55 turn. The 27 turn obviously is a lot faster than the 55, but not as fast as a 20 and not as fast as a 15 or 12. So I know that's a little confusing, but if you just go by that, lower the turn, faster, higher the turn, more torque for climbing. Comes with the waterproof ESC, the 27 turn Saturn motor. Like I said, it comes with a waterproof radio box. The receiver's under there. It's waterproof. It comes with a cool battery tray. I love the battery tray on these, even on the Crawler King. Just pop that up, and then you take your battery and you slide it right in there. Stick this up in the groove there. Boom, it's in there. It's contained. Easy to get to. You don't have all kinds of pins and fighting with brackets and pins and everything. Extremely cool. It's got the scale looking differentials. Just like they look a lot like the Axial, like the SCX-10. You got the 4-link suspension set up. You got the steering, which is very busy. You can see all that linkage. I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold the camera in there. It's got the linkage rod that goes through the side, and the servo's up in the top, and a lot of people complain about that. But to me, it doesn't really bother me. I'm fine with it. It works. The only downside to the steering on this is that the tires are so grippy, and when you're in one spot and you try to turn, it's tough. It's tough for this to turn. The servo just doesn't quite have enough torque. If you really wanted to get technical with it and you're doing a lot of crawling like Ryan's truck, we probably should upgrade Ryan's servo to a higher torque servo to get them tires around. Because, and then obviously if you did that and you put a real torquey servo in there, we'd probably have to beef up these links or these linkages that turn this thing, because you get a lot of flex in the steering as well. But we're not concerned about that too much now. That thing works good. The only thing we're going to be doing with this guy is modifying these shocks. The springs have like virtually no tension on them whatsoever. Now this has been sitting a little, making a liar out of me. Let me turn it around. It's been sitting for a little bit, and what happens is when I'm pushing on this, then it just breaks free. It takes a lot of force to push these shocks down when they sit for a couple days. And I know this has been a problem, and it's also with these is the torque roll. I don't know how it's going to be on the Crawler King or the Wheelie King. The Crawler King, it's terrible. I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same on here. The springs are weak on the return. They stick at the top. So what I will be doing with this is the same thing I did with Ryan's Crawler King. I will be taking these shocks apart, dumping the oil, taking the O-rings out, putting probably 1 inch of preload spacer in these springs to tighten everything up. And we're going to be bouncing, baby. And the one thing I love about this truck that caught my eye right away is if there's any vehicle out right now that brings back the old school looking monster truck, this is it. This is the truck. When I grew up, and you see the monster trucks, the Bigfoot, Barefoot, USA 1, and then the Gravedigger came along later, the Raminator. I mean, when you go to see these trucks, they are hitting stuff and bouncing and bashing. And, like I have an E-Max, a 3906, and it's a big looking monster truck with ginormous tires on it, but it's as plush as it gets. The suspension on that thing, it's like a spider crawling over terrain, This is the old school feel, and that's what I love. I want to see this thing. Why do I want this to be plush and absorb everything? It's a basher. I want to see this thing hitting and bouncing and slamming all over the place. That's what gives it a dramatic feel. It makes it look like the old school monster truck. Kind of brings back the old Tamiya monster truck. When I was growing up, it was the Midnight Pumpkin and the Lunchbox and the Blackfoot, and the Merowai was another company. Merowai Big Bear sticks out in my mind. The Clodbuster. They were all just like this truck. This is a modern version of the old school monster truck. Another reason why I absolutely love it. So hoping for some real good things with this truck in the future. Before I even run it, I'm going to do a good break-in on the motor, and I'm going to get these shocks taken care of right away, all fours. And we're going to get some run videos of this thing and see how it works. And I'm anxious to take it out and run it with Ryan's Crawler King side by side. Obviously, this one will win the race for speed, but it'll be cool just to run side by side, do a little crawl with Ryan, creep along with him, and get some good video footage. And I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, thanks a lot for the support. We're at about 1308, I think now, 1308 subscribers, which is awesome. I can't thank everybody enough. Without my supporters, we wouldn't have a channel. So thanks for everything, and till next time, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment as always, in no particular order. Rich here from 2RC Productions, signing out. Thanks for watching.